Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Oh God, it's so wet out here, but we are getting ready for some rain, and it's just it's it's not difficult, but it's just a big task to do anything around here. Like even just to get, I haven't even washed my face or anything. We've been just going and going and going this morning. I'm trying to clean camp a little bit, and CJ's out there working, so and it is freaking hot. He's trying to get a little bit done before the rain comes. But I mean, it looks like rain. It says there's supposed to be rain, and a lot of the times they forecast rain for this area. We're in more, and then there ends up like it rains everywhere else except for right here. We can hear the thunder, we can see the lightning, you can see the rain, and it just doesn't hit here half of the time. And to have more rain, yeah, we need it, but the mosquitoes that come with it is horrible. And we still have some of the fields out here that are still have rain water in them, so we still have a lot of mosquitoes. And I got my tiki torches there so we can keep away some of them. But one of the tasks that we try to make a habit now when it starts to rain or looks like it might rain is we start collecting rainwater. So this is not all of our buckets we're looking for. We got a couple more, I believe. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So we have one out here, and I believe there's one in the trailer because I use one for the restroom, for water in the restroom, since we don't have actual running water to the RV itself. It does, it's able to have running water. We just don't have a dedicated hose for it right now, but that's okay. We're mostly outside anyway. The only time we go into the trailer to use the restroom, and that's pretty much it, just to use the toilet, and that's it for privacy. But other than that, this is our little garden. Got a little, I think that's a pumpkin. It's going to be, ended up being a pumpkin. I hope, I pray. I would be excited if that's a pumpkin, but, yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. And that's a spaghetti squash. And then down the way we have some more. We're not really sure if those are spaghettis or cucumbers or melons or what.
Down the hill is melons, and then we got a couple watermelons in the back.
Okay, so down the hill, we call it guerrilla gardening. We don't even know how it got there. We don't know how any of this stuff got here. Like there's 4 patches here, and we didn't plant those. They just popped up for the season, so I'm not sure. And then these down here too. These are melons, and I want to say maybe that came from us having a compost pile, and then our compost pile down there.
And the brick.
Yeah, the brick little thing. There's some more melons or cucumbers or
No, those are spaghetti squash.
spaghetti squash. Okay, so we did buy spaghetti squash at the beginning of the year, and we did eat some, and that was our compost pile there. So we put like the leftover spaghetti squash and all that in there. So I'm guessing that's how that got there. But the rest of this, I don't know where it came from. But this is a patch of melon right here. And then in here, in the garden, actual trellis that we have here, there's 2 plants. And this, again, we didn't plant this. And then there's a small one back there. We didn't plant that. And then there's a tomato in there as well. We didn't plant. But we did get tomatoes at the beginning of the year as well. And if any of them were rotten, we were just like throwing them out here. We're like, if they take, they take. If they don't, they don't. Well, a lot of the stuff took, so now we have stuff everywhere. But we also bought a whole bunch of stuff. Oy, oy, oy. And it's like really, really windy right now. So I'm hoping that we get some rain. But I kind of like it like this overcast because it's not hot. I am doing my best to get some stuff done around here since it's not that hot and I can be outside. I just get like real beet red in my cheeks, and I need to drink like 10 times more water than anybody because I don't replenish my water load. So that is what we're doing today, guys. And oh, all of our little quail friends, yeah. So we only had 5 at the beginning of this, and now we have whatever was left of the, yeah, so it's about 20, 22, 23, he's saying. CJ saying there's about 23 in here. And these are the mature ones. We do have some up at the house, but I want to say it's very few that were out of the incubators. 20 up in the house? Okay. So we have chicks up at the house, 20 of them. But that second round of eggs just, I don't know. We're not sure what happened with them, but we did end up losing a lot of chicks out of there once they hatched. Is when we lost them. All of them hatched, but for whatever reason, I don't know what the conditions were. Temperatures. Some of them got wet and couldn't dry off. And we do have the heat lamps and everything. And just I don't know what happened with them. But this is the mature ones, and most of these are male. I want to say we might have maybe 2 female in here, hopefully.
Hopefully there's more.
Yeah, we're hoping that there's more. We still can't really tell the sex on them just yet. And we really haven't looked too close, but we're hoping that there's at least 2 to 3 females in here. So hopefully that will help us out a little bit. But for right now, these are the quail. And we do have like 4 or 5 that keep coming around. There's maybe about 3 of them that have bands on them still.
Yeah.
There's about 3 out there that got away from us. They have bands on. They all have bands on. So 3 of them got away from us when we were transferring them over here or up at the house. So 3 got away. But we've seen a good 4 or 5 around here that just come up to the cage, and they're like not even afraid of us. We're like sitting right here, and they'll just walk up, and I don't know, they're around the cage the whole time. So I don't know if they want in the cage or they want these guys out. I don't know, but these guys are not ready to go out just yet. So but that's what we're doing today, and we hope you have a great day. I'm going to try to clean up a little bit camp. This is what I'm dealing with. It's just we do stuff and we don't clean up right away because it just gets hot. By the time we get through doing our tasks, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's the time that we call, okay, that's not a snake. That's the time that we call the heavy, and you just really can't do anything. You have to sit in front of an AC or sit in front of a fan and drink water and just wait for all of it to pass because it's just too hot to even be in the sun. And that's typically around the time that CJ will usually take his breaks for the day and then go back out after 5, finish up some tasks. I'll come out here. If I have to cook, I'll cook then, or I'll start cleaning up and getting ready for the evening. But usually by 6-7 o'clock, I'm in the trailer in the AC, and I'm exhausted for the day just from the little bit of heat that we do have to deal with. So let me clean this up, and we will see how the rest of our day goes. All right, guys. Love everybody. Happy, healthy, prosperous, and abundant day as always.